Good morning, everybody. Today is day 2 of my beauty regimen, and today I'm going to share with you this anti-wrinkle technique that I have been doing that seems to be working for me. My wrinkles seem to have been going away. Now, before we get into this anti-wrinkle technique, it's very important to address wrinkles from the inside out versus the outside in. Now, while this technique is a technique from the outside in, if I wouldn't have made the following changes internally, then it would have diminished the effects of this technique that I'm about to share with you. So there are 2 aspects that I did internally that enhanced my beauty like crazy. And the first one has to do with insulin. For about 3 months, I attempted a raw vegan ketogenic diet. It didn't work for me, but I discovered that I was drinking and eating copious amounts of sugar every single day. I was literally drinking 96 ounces of coconut water or carrot juice every single day. And this is why you see me drinking cucumber juice all the time now, because it's very low glycemic. So for 18 years straight, I was literally spiking my insulin levels to crazy high levels. And now I realize why my hair and skin had suffered over that time period. And now I know why over the last 6 months, from reducing my sugar intake to very little, that my hair and skin has begun to repair and become more beautiful. Now, don't get me wrong, fruit is not to be feared, but when you drink and eat copious amounts of sugar that I was, it just isn't good. So I learned all this as I studied more and more about insulin. Insulin is good and important, but when you overdo it, it can wreak havoc on your beauty, like most people today. Insulin converts hormones into androgens, which can actually burn out your hair follicles and actually cause facial hair. Insulin can cause wrinkles by robbing us of IGF-1. And insulin is the fat storage hormone. So if you overdo it, it can cause us to gain weight. In addition to dropping my sugar levels, trace minerals and silica has repaired a lot of the damage I created to my appearance. I get emails and messages on my live hangouts that I'm becoming younger and younger every single week. Silica literally prevents wrinkles. Silica is an extremely abundant mineral in the body, and it's needed in the manufacturing of collagen, protein, hair, skin, and nails. It makes your hair shiny and tough, it makes your nails really hard and strong, and it keeps your hair from splitting. Silica and minerals are the components which activate the enzymes that build collagen and protein. Most likely, we are getting enough protein in our diets, but we aren't getting the minerals and silica needed to activate the building process. And there's no RDA on silica or minerals, and in the US and other third world countries, our soils are completely depleted of all trace elements. So dropping my sugar level intake drastically while taking the organosilica and ketone quintessential products has enhanced my beauty like crazy. And for all of us, what's done is done, but let's get that drive for life back and make the changes and do the best we can from here on out. As many of you have witnessed by being on my newsletter list or following me on Instagram, I am back to my old ways, but driven by a new source of life after a 7-year rock bottom struggle. I'm in the process of showing the world what is possible as a 20-year raw vegan pioneer with beauty, longevity, flexibility, strength, and so much more. I'm just beginning my life here, and I encourage you to join me and choose to live your life as to its fullest potential in every single moment. All right, let's get into this anti-wrinkle technique that actually seems to be working really well for me. But remember, most importantly, internally, we got to eat healthily, reduce the amount of insulin that we're experiencing all the time. And right now at therawfoodworld.com, we have organosilica for as low as $17.72 a piece. The organosilica is extremely absorbable, unlike anything I've ever seen. And if you want to take care of your trace elements, we also have the ketone and quintessential products on our website. Okay, for this anti-wrinkle technique, you're gonna need 2 things. Number 1, I know it's kind of a girly thing, is a Clarisonic that you get from wherever, and a natural facial cleanse. It's a facial soap, facial wash. You just want to make sure it suds up and it's all natural. The concept here is it sonically cleans your face, removes dead cells, and also stimulates the skin to where it needs to actually re-heal again. I've never done anything to my face like this. It's very gentle. It's almost like it's stronger than using a cloth or something like this, but it's this concept. But many people go a little bit crazy with their looks. Their adrenaline starts going, their cortisol levels jump. They feel like they need to do it every day or twice a day. They're removing layers of their skin like nonstop. Their repairing mechanisms can't even keep up with what they're doing. And in the long run, it's no good. And microneedling is the latest technique, which I feel is way too invasive. We need to take a deep breath, calm down, and I literally use this once every 2 weeks. I let my skin repair on my face, and it's not even that much of a repairing, and then 2 weeks later, I'm ready to do it again. And my wrinkles were really heavy down here, and they're diminishing. I've been doing it for about 10 weeks, and when I started doing it, it looked really good, and then after some time, it looks really bad, but then it looks really good again. But over time, it seems to be working, and you just got to have patience and don't overdo it, please. That's the problem. Everybody's overdoing things, like way too much. So every 2 weeks, I like to do something to my face, whether it be this or a face mask with clay, and I let it dry almost, and then I wash it off, or like the Living Libations Rosemary Reset Mask, or this new green papaya plus lime soothing AHA mask. Got natural papaya and pineapple enzymes that gently exfoliate the skin. See, all of these different things kind of like exfoliate the skin, and it stimulates that thing going on, and just don't do it too frequently. This just seems to be the most strong and intense, but gentle enough to be extremely effective. But I'm just experimenting with this. Afterwards, I'll be doing these like other Living Libations products and, just doing it like once a week. Once a week with the more gentle things, and that's why I go every 2 weeks with this. But while I'm doing this, I don't do anything else. I had to shave before I do this because if I were to shave afterwards, it would be too much, I feel like, on my skin. So this is what I look like right now, and then we're gonna do this and I'll show you what's up. The first step is to get your face wet and then rub a face wash into it. And I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, after you rub it in, you take this, you turn it on, and then you just rub it on your face like this. Now it feels like it's doing nothing. And I made the mistake by thinking it was doing nothing the first time. And my face hurt because it was like I did it way too much, but it feels like nothing's going on. And it's meant to be working with a foamy cleanser. Make sure you get the wrinkles on right here. And then the most important areas for me are right around the eyes here where I have wrinkles. And it totally seems to be working. And then of course my forehead, look at that. That's from like business and crunching my head too much at night. And ridiculous amounts of sugar and lack of vital nutrition. So here we go, I'm about done. It's really fast, I haven't done this side yet. See, now I can feel it on my face now that I'm done with it. So now I'm gonna put water and get all the soap off. And then I'm going to put a cream on that I'm gonna show you right now. I only use creams and Living Libations products on my face when I shave and do something like this. The air and water is so clean here in Vilcabamba, Ecuador, there's no really need for it. But when you dry your skin out like that, it's definitely helpful. And I'll do it for actually a couple, 2 to 3 days afterwards I do something like this. So what I do now is I take one of the Living Libations creams and I take like all their serums, such as the firming fluid, which is really good for, it almost feels like it does something here, and Royal Rose CoQ10, and I put a bunch of all the serums in here. So I'm just gonna mix the serums back in a little bit more. And then just apply everything all over my face. Ooh, that feels good. Oh, it feels really good. And there we go. Oh man, the serums feel so good on my face with all those natural essential oils of the highest quality. It was the sea buckthorn shampoo and the Shine On hair conditioner that made my hair like super bouncy and shiny and nice like this. No other shampoo does this. And these days, I just drink crazy amounts of liquid cucumber juices. And then I've got the green juice and the celery juice. So So I just drank some of that wild green juice straight, take some of the organosilica, and then I'll take a quintessential ketone mineral. I can do it with one hand, so here we go. I'll take the organosilica. This is like all the trace elements that the human body needs. And then I'll just drink 1 to 2 cucumber juices that are extremely tasty and low glycemic. And then lastly, over time, I'll watch my wrinkles diminish as I become more and more beautiful every single day. Thank you everybody for tuning in this week, which was themed my beauty regimen. Next week, we're gonna be doing my dietary lifestyle regimen. We're gonna count my calories. Am I getting enough vitamins? Am I getting enough minerals? We're hitting it all, baby.